Developing this afternoon, an Ohio couple is facing more than a dozen felonies. That's after a doctor issued them medical marijuana cards, and they could lose their daughter over the controversy. Dwayne Pohlman with our sister station in Cincinnati reports.
In the quiet northwestern Ohio village of Rockford, population 1,200, corn is king. But marijuana is now making its mark here too, thanks to 16 drug-related charges filed against Glenn Keeling and 15 charges filed against his wife, Peggy Kimmel.
They've told us that we're criminals.
Are you criminals?
No.
Are you bad people?
No.
It all began at the couple's home on October 31st.
Halloween night.
Someone knocks and you open it, right?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you see?
About 11 cops.
Those officers had a warrant to search for drugs.
Did they say what they were doing here?
They were here to take my drugs and guns and anything else that I had in the house that I wasn't supposed to.
Were you shocked?
I was.
Glenn suffers from Crohn's disease, and his doctor recommended marijuana as the best medicine.
Did it help you?
Yes. I was able to eat better. I had more of an appetite. I was able to get out of bed.
So when Rockford police officers and Mercer County Sheriff's deputies came, Glenn says he led them straight to his marijuana.
So I just gave him everything. It was like, well, here's everything I have.
But when he tried to show his medical marijuana card issued by an Ohio doctor, it didn't matter.
I said, well, I have a medical card for what I have. And he says, well, there's no medical program in Ohio. I don't care about your card.
They didn't care about Peggy's card issued by the same doctor either.
I said, what is going on? I don't understand.
Peggy suffers from multiple sclerosis. The marijuana, she says, was a miracle medicine.
I can walk without using a cane or a walker.
Recommended by a doctor, marijuana had replaced countless pills, shots, and other pharmaceuticals that a biopsy revealed were harming Peggy's liver.
I was scared to death because I thought if you don't have a liver, you just die.
Peggy's 14-year-old daughter, Tina, watched as marijuana helped her mom improve.
My mom could walk.
Tina was awakened by police. That night, they came into her home.
What do you think about all the police coming in and doing this?
I was scared. I didn't know what was going on.
Among the charges Peggy and Glenn face, a count of child endangering. Even though Mercer County Child and Family Services stated that the family has many strengths, including a desire to protect Tina and provide for her basic needs when it closed the case.
They feel that she is safer with us than anywhere else.
But safety has been shattered for the entire family. That night, the police came.
I ended up leaving with them.
In cuffs?
Yes, in cuffs.
I reached out to the prosecutor, Matt Fox, to discuss the case. He sent files, but declined to comment.
All rise.
On June 13th, we were in the Salina courtroom as Peggy and Glenn faced a judge. Prosecutor Fox argued that their bond be conditional on drug testing.
They consume no alcohol or drugs of abuse and subject themselves to random testing.
Peggy's attorney argued marijuana is essential medicine.
Over the past few months, there have been an increasing number of lesions on her brain. Using of the marijuana tends to alleviate some of her suffering.
And in a surprise move, the judge agreed, issuing bond conditions that include use of medical marijuana. Now, paperwork is posted at the same door police walk through on Halloween night to advise anyone who enters that Peggy and Glenn are legally using medical marijuana, even though they're still facing serious charges for doing just that.
If you could say one thing to this prosecutor, what would you say?
I'm sorry that he thinks I'm a criminal. I did not knowingly do anything wrong. I am not a criminal. I am afraid so bad I would not ever break the law on purpose of any kind.
So Ohio voters made medical marijuana legal 2 years ago, but the state has yet to officially issue those medical marijuana cards. So Glenn and Peggy, their doctor, and many others are relying on something called affirmative defense. That's the argument that people cannot be charged with crimes if they stay within the guidelines of that new law. But if they're found guilty, Glenn and Peggy face more than 50 years behind bars.